to the channel. East Florida Explorer here, and happy Cemetery Sunday, everybody. Today, I'm at the St. Joseph Cemetery in beautiful Putnam County, Florida. Right here in Palatka, on the very edge of the city limits. When this cemetery first was established, it said that it was on the city limits of town. Now Palatka has grown quite a bit since then and has passed this cemetery far. Join me. We'll walk around this old cemetery here. And I'm noticing a lot of graves here right away from like the 30s and the 40s, 50s. You have a really big different mixture of times and ages. Like this one, Edward L. Caulfield. He was in the Spanish-American War. Lots of little family plot areas here also that are completely overgrown. Only seeing the border that's left now. Nice veterans grave right here. Jesse Jenkins, Florida, World War I, 1894 to 1937. Thank you for your service. More disappearing tombstones in here. One right there. It's just disappeared over time. And in this cemetery as well, there is a lot of these raised graves. This one is also a veteran's grave. Andrew Lee Brandon of Florida, U.S. Army, Korea, 1929 to 1971. Beautiful little tombstone right here. Mother Idalia Merkinson, 1889 to 1941. Asleep in Jesus. And also right now in Palatka, in Putnam County area, the azaleas are starting to bloom. Beautiful. We have another veterans grave here. Lots of veterans graves. Wow. Joseph Jenkins of Florida, 82 Chemical Company of World War II, 1910 to 1965. That's fascinating. Chemical. I was also noticing a lot of these veterans graves. Everybody has a flag, but the flags are all knocked down and just laying on the ground. I put a couple back here and there, you know, respect. Like, this grave should have a flag next to him. Joel D. Henry of Georgia, he was a private in the U.S. Army, World War I, 1896 to 1964. Springtime's coming quick in Florida. Another little beautiful grave. Willie H. Williams. He was born in 1942, passed away in 1967. one from the Jackson family here. We have son James. He was born in 1920 and passed away in 1950. And his father, Preston, 1890 to 1951. We will gather at the river. Look how close this grave is right to the fence here. And the writing, let's see. Oh, it's not on that side. And it's not on that side. Whoa. Almost like a blank tombstone. There's some more areas that are kind of overgrowing over time. And then this area, ooh, the wall's starting to fall down right here. Bunch of raised graves right in there, and there's no fence across that front. Weird area. Wow, so many. There's just so many tombstones here. It's just, some are down deep in holes, some are leaning. Like this guy here, our twin sons, Kurth Carl and Kenneth Carl Tooley, January 29th, 1961. Gone too soon. Starting to notice there are a lot of blank graves here, like blank tombstones. There's nothing on it. Very strange. Wow, lots of trees. Also, just fallen, like there's just branches all over the tops of different grave sites here. Look at this big tree. He just fell right across them all. Looks like it's been there for a little bit. Sad. And that's why, you know, I've been walking around a lot of cemeteries lately. Well, since I've had the YouTube channel, been walking around. The purpose really was to document like every cemetery, more of like the historic cemeteries. But now as I've been doing it for a couple years, I started to realize there's a lot of cemeteries that are like abandoned and lost and kind of being overgrown. And then, you know, when this stuff like this happens over and over for so long, and then the cemetery just kind of disappears into the land. And then I'm sure not here, this is like city, but a lot of places that, you know, it gets sold and then people start clearing the land to want to build a house that have no idea about Florida's history or what was here before they moved here. So I'm doing a lot of documenting now of trying to make sure everything's saved. This one of the most beautiful I've seen so far here, has like a pink tone. Maggie Mathis, 1876 to 1942. Check this one out. Handwritten. The top says 1926. October 17th, 1904. Died November 21. It's so hard to read that. But wow. It's really neat. It's different. Really strange of all the times and the ages here, because I passed a couple that were just from like 2018, and then right next to it, behind it, pretty much was 1920, and it was a whole different family name. So you can see a lot of different generations and times in this cemetery here. This one seems to be an older tombstone from 1918. William Mapp and Adeline McLaughlin, the wife of William Mapp, both died in 1918. I love these kind. Come ye blessed. Pearl S., wife of Robert M. Whitted. Born April 1st, 1890 and passed away February 22nd, 1921. It's a beautiful tombstone. This does seem like it could be fairly older, but like I said, everything, like this is a 1909 and then I see a 1959 right there of a date. I keep looking for the older graves in the cemetery, but they are very mixed around. Hard to read this. I am in the shade. In memory of Alex Bell, railway mail clerk. Oh, that is fascinating right there. Let me get closer so you can read that. That's cool. 1889 to 1909. Wow, so you really didn't live that long. That can't be right, can it? Oh, it's 1880 to 1909. Okay. It's a little better to be the railway mail clerk. But that is fascinating stuff here. That's history. Josephine King, June 15th, 1894 to October 1918. Gone, but not forgotten. Well, thanks for joining me here at the St. Joseph Cemetery in Palatka, Florida. I'll see you guys next time.